Hello, this is teddygaming and welcome back to another video. And in today's one, we're going to be breaking down the tmnt, the Last Ronin, Lost Years, issue number 2. So yeah, unfortunately this issue has already been delayed. It was supposed to come out in January, but now it's been delayed to February. But I got a feeling it may get delayed again. And yeah, that's really shocking, and it was not really that shocking really after the amount of delays we had for The Last Ronin. So yeah, this issue is going to be quite interesting, just going off the description. So yeah, let's get into today's one. Let's go! The tale of The Last Ronin first mission continues. In the past, Michelangelo has mastered his first fighting form, and has overcome his first graduational challenge in Japan. With Spencer's journal in his hands and a burning desire for vengeance in his heart, Michelangelo resumes his westward trek across Asia and Europe in order to test his skills against his next deadly opponent. If he's to have any chance of attaining victory in the final battle royale, Michelangelo will have to master an essential new martial arts skill or die trying. Only then can he return to New York and to confront the Foot Clan. Thing is, he's not alone. His dead brothers have joined him on his quest, and they won't shut up. Meanwhile, in the present, aka our future, Casey Marie Jones also follows the sage teachings found in his sister's journal as she continues her own journey as monster and sensei to the next generation of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Writers Kevin Eastman and Tom Waltz alongside Ben Bishop, and brings us next new exciting chapter for the Roninverse. So yes, that was quite a mouthful to say. There's quite a lot to really break down here. I'd say this issue is going to be really interesting for some key aspects of this issue. So the first thing we want to go over is Casey Marie Jones. She's going to continue helping training the turtles. I think it's going to be a really excellent and a really interesting part of the issue to see a new teacher teaching new turtles. I feel like there is so much potential here to tell a really interesting and compelling story, and I'm really looking forward to seeing this. And I'm sort of wondering to see if they are to do a third Last Ronin story, how much this will be translated over into that third story, and just what they're going to be doing with it, how much it's going to affect the other characters, the future of this story, the future of this universe. There's just so much interesting parts about this, which is just really getting me interested, and this is actually the bit which I'm actually looking more forward to than the actual Last Ronin, so that's really saying a lot about it. Okay, so the next thing is that Mikey's going to be going into a battle royale, and there's not really too much to say here, other than he's going into a battle royale and he's going to be fighting. I feel like this could be a really interesting part of the comic, as just seeing Mikey just go all out, just attacking loads of people, and I got a feeling this probably might be one of the more brutal scenes in tmnt history, and I'm looking forward to it. I do hope they do go down a more darker and grittier route with Mikey killing people. I know that maybe they might not want to, might steer a bit more to more kid-friendly approach to it, but I'll say that this could still be a really interesting aspect of the comic, and I'm just wondering how far they'll go with it. Just because they could go really dark and kill everyone, or they can kill a few people, or just not at all. And I do think that also maybe a big bit of this as well, which I'm sort of looking forward to seeing, is just how much blood they're going to use. Because last run they did use quite a lot of blood, so with a battle royale and the whole idea of, oh yeah, everyone's gonna die, that's all just really made me intrigued by how much blood they're gonna use or be able to use. And then the next bit, which I feel like might be the most heartwarming and emotional scene from the whole comic, and probably maybe the most from the series as well, is the fact that Mikey is gonna be talking to his dead brothers. And yeah, this is gonna be a really interesting part about the comic, just because none of us have ever been through, seeing a dead family member, a dead friend, or anything like that. So it's going to be a really interesting aspect of the comic, and I really do think that it's probably going to be really emotional, just because of how dark it is. I'm not too sure what to expect here really, and I think it might be interesting, and I would like them to follow up on this in future issues for this series, with Mikey slowly, gradually coming to terms with it all and getting used to it. I'm thinking for the beginning part of this, he's gonna be really annoyed and just be telling, oh yeah, you guys just shut up, and then it's gonna be losing the battle. So that's what I'm making from this story so far, but it's interesting. Okay, so now to look at some covers. There were 2 covers which were released, and surprisingly they are a little bit hard to find really online. So unfortunately, I don't actually know who the artists are for these two covers, but they look amazing. Oh boy, where do I even begin? Okay, so let's start with this first one. We do have Last Ronin just standing there. In the background, you've got the burning buildings, dead bodies from ninjas. I feel like maybe this could be from the Battle Royale. And yeah, what can I say? This one just looks amazing. It just looks beautiful with all the dead bodies, all the carnage that's in the background. And this will just give me I will say this, it just gives us a little hint to what we can expect towards with the whole Battle Royale. And so far, I'm really hyped, as it doesn't really seem like I was thinking something more of like a casual, like arena type thing. But just going from this, it may seem that like, oh, they're gonna be taking this Battle Royale to the streets, they're gonna be going through towns and stuff like that. Or it could be like another building that's just exploded and everyone's just on different buildings. So either way, this is really interesting, and it's not what your typical Battle Royale is, and it's really interesting. And I feel like there is so much possibilities you could do with this, hiding in buildings and stuff like that with Lost Running, and really see a more stealthy side of him. Either way, this looks amazing. Okay, so for the next cover, we do have Lost Ronin just standing in the streets with lots of other people around him, and it's really giving me like a anime type vibe. And I'm not too sure what type of anime, because I have not seen nearly enough to really go, oh yeah, it's giving me that type of vibe. But it's definitely giving me like an anime type vibe, just because of all the masks that they're wearing. It does look really cool and interesting, and it does go towards with, it doesn't really go towards, but it really makes sense because Mikey's in like an Asian country, I want to say. So that's like really interesting, and I do hope we do get to explore some of the culture there, because well, we don't really get to explore really that many cultures or anything. So I feel like having Mikey here in this country, it could be like a really interesting way to really explore and show off like other parts of the world, show other cultures, religions and stuff like that. I'm really hoping that they do something like this, as this could be like a really interesting thing. And yeah, the artwork here just looks really amazing as well. This is actually the artwork which I feel like might be in the actual comic, and that's the case then, oh boy, I'm too excited to speak now. But yeah, that's it for this video. I'm quite interested to hear what you say about it in the comment section below. Are you looking forward to it? Are you not? Do you have any theories about it? And yeah, because I feel like this issue is going to be a really interesting one, which is in terms of the things that's going to be going down with this one, in terms of Mikey seeing his dead brothers, a Battle Royale. But yeah, that's going to be it for today, guys. If you do like something, please share, like, subscribe, and all that stuff. Goodbye, yo, bye.